Abuse doesn't end when you leave the relationship. Sometimes the hardest wounds to heal are the ones that show up in your children, in their words, their tone, their fear, or even in their anger. Today's letter is from a parent watching her children mimic the abuser and wondering if she's losing them too. Welcome to Survivor to Survivor.
Survivor to survivor, break the silence. In the depths of silence, a voice emerges. A voice that says, "You are not alone." Welcome to Survivor, where strength rises through shared stories, where pain transforms into resilience, where survivors connect and empower each other. Your story matters. Your voice matters. You matter. Join the movement. Subscribe now. Welcome to Survivor.
Welcome back. Our email this week we have says, "Hi Tara, I left my ex a year ago. He was emotionally abusive, always yelling, name calling, had very explosive anger. My son is 10 and used to cry when it happened. But lately, I'm noticing he's starting to act a lot like his father. He rolls his eyes at me. He says, 'You're being dramatic,' or 'You're just too sensitive.' He gets angry very fast. He shuts down when I try to talk to him. It's like I'm looking at a smaller version of the man I escaped, and I am terrified. I feel like I got out for nothing, like the abuse is living on through my child. How do I help him learn what he saw was not right?" Well, survivor, your fear is valid. Let's say that. But you are not losing your child. Children don't mimic abuse because they are broken. They mimic it because they witnessed it. Here's the most important truth for you, okay? Um, Kids copy what they see, not because it's right, but because it was modeled for them as normal. But you know what else they copy? Healing, accountability, calm, safety, and love. You left, and that act alone changed his entire life, his entire trajectory. He is unlearning some patterns that were burned into him through survival. Here's what you can do, okay? Number one, name the behavior gently. Talking to me that way hurts my feelings. Instead of saying, "You're talking just like your father." We don't speak to each other like that. There's no shame, no punishment, just awareness. Make him aware. Make it clear. Draw a boundary. Model emotional regulation. Kids learn calm by watching calm. Okay. Give him language for feelings. Instead of anger equals yelling, teach him anger equals words. Tell me how you're feeling. Don't yell it at me. Seek some counseling if you think you need to go that route. Childhood trauma therapy works, especially early. And stay patient. You're not just raising a child, you're rewriting a generational pattern, and that takes time. And here's the hope: children who witness abuse are not destined to become abusers, okay? But they are deeply shaped by the survivor who chose to break the cycle. And that's you. You didn't get out for nothing. You got out so he could have a chance to grow into something different. And that is very important. So if your child is showing signs of the abuse they witnessed, remember it's not your failure, it's trauma expressing itself. And trauma can be healed. To send your questions, send them in our email at podcast@breakthesilencedv.org. And if you have been through this situation and want to show some support, mention in the comments what you have going on that could help the survivor, and share it. There are many other survivors enduring the same kind of trauma and have the same kind of questions. Also, support our programs that help survivors and their children by joining Walmart's Spark Good Roundup program. Go to walmart.com/sparkgood, select Break the Silence Against Domestic Violence as your charity of choice, and round up at checkout. Your small change supports generational healing. And we'll see you next time at Survivor to Survivor.